guys, how's it going? Saturday night. Had a couple beers, had a buddy over for a little while. But anyway, we're just sitting here. I put a video out a few hours ago. And I was going over some of the comments and answering them and responding to them. A friend of the channel, Joe, sent me a message, political thing. And I didn't respond, and I'm not going to. I said in a couple videos ago that I'm not dealing with politics at all in any way on this channel. So I don't want to discourage Joe from putting comments, because he did comment about the truck as well. But no. I'm a stubborn, old school son of a bitch. And when I say something or make a rule or whatever, lay it out there, I stick to it. I don't change, not going to, don't even think about it. So that's it. That's the way it is. No politics on this channel whatsoever. Not going to deal with it. Okay? Everybody got that? That's it. Done. Okay? So, having said that, tomorrow, it's supposed to be a nice day. -3, -4, something like that. Sunny. Gonna paint the tailgate and the hinges, and I got a couple of pieces for the headliner, the little steel ribs that the headliner fits into. Those have to be painted as well. We'll get that done tomorrow, and then Monday we're gonna bust this thing off, figure out the clickety clackety clackety tickety tickety tick thing bullshit that's going on with the I got a noisy lifter, rocker, or whatever. Pretty sure it's just a valve adjustment. Set up for that. Yeah, once you get that, it's the e-brake cable. Then I can install the headliner, hang the tailgate. That's about it. The truck is done. So it'll be done next week. I would love to take it out on the road and everything, but our roads up here right now are a mess. It's slush, salt, sand, garbage, and it would make me cry to bring the truck out in that and get it all messed up with crap underneath. So we're just gonna run it in the garage. I'll call it done, and we'll see what happens as far as the owner, if he wants to pick it up or if he wants to wait until the roads are dry-ish and we can get it out, get it for mechanical. We'll see. I'll talk to him about it and we'll go from there. But I got a feeling that we're probably going to wait a month or so. I'll just scooch it over to the side, cover it up really good, kind of like a mummy, and bring in the next one. And the next project is pretty cool. It's mostly a paint job, but there's a lot of stuff going on with this car. It's cool. So yeah, stick around. Tomorrow morning we'll get to her. Hey guys, next day, Sunday morning. Just finished shoveling again, and I want to paint the tailgate today, but it's still a little chilly. It's supposed to warm up this afternoon, so we'll get to that later. I've got to cover this up and everything for sure, but if I cover it up, I can't do any work on it. So there's a couple things I want to do. One I should have done yesterday when I had it up in the air, put it up in the air to install the overflow bottle for my coolant. So I'm going to get it up in the air again. I want to tackle those transmission line openings at the bottom of the rad. I've got a drip there. It's not dripping now because there's probably nothing in it. But the whole reason I put in a remote transmission cooler is I was concerned about cross-contamination between the transmission fluid and the coolant. So I eliminated that problem. The tranny's been flushed and all that stuff. That was quite a while ago. And for coolant, I'm just going to use water for now because I'm curious to see the color of it. It'll be a lot easier to tell with water as opposed to having antifreeze. And I can always drain the rad and put in antifreeze after. There's no issue. This isn't going outside or it's not going to freeze. So yeah, I'm going to get it up in the air, take off the fittings that I have there. I want to get a line and just join the two openings together with the proper fittings, and that should eliminate my problem. And then I guess we'll cover this sucker up and get after some paint. So that's where I'm at, and stick around. All right, so down there you can see the two fittings at the bottom of the rad. Those are just plugs. I'm going to take them out and I'm going to join those two openings together with one line. The proper fittings and all that stuff. That should fix the problem. Right now, the reason it's leaking, I'm counting on the threads and thread sealer to seal it off. But if you put in the proper fitting with a flare and all that stuff, that should stop it. All right, so I pulled the fittings out, plugs, and you can see where it leaks. It hadn't been leaking for quite a while, but I haven't run it for quite a while. Now that is not transmission fluid, it's water. So that tells me that I've got a bunch of transmission fluid in my coolant. So we're going to flush that, but it's on my list. But I'm going to get that line in place first, and I'm going to go pick one up at, I'll go to Crappy Tire, I guess it's the only one that's open today, and see if I can get a line. I only need like an 18-inch line or something. No big deal. Yeah, we'll get it in. So there we go. All right, so see if we can, hopefully you can see this. There we go. There's the two lines are in. And yeah, it's all good to go. Everything tightened right up. The threads were messed up on the one on this side, but I took the fitting off the line first. So I had to cut it. I had to cut a chunk out of it. It was too long. It was the only one they had in stock. It's Sunday. Not going to get one anywhere else. But anyway, I cut out a chunk out of the middle. I flared both lines where it cut it, and I checked the fitting first. Played with it, put it all the way in, all backed it out, put it all the way in again before I even tried putting the line on. And yeah, everything seated good and it's all right. So should be fine. Got a rubber hose. I flared, like I said, I flared both ends of the line on each side, and rubber hose with a hose clamp, and should be good. There's very, very little pressure there. It's like the water is seeping into that area of the rad. That's supposed to be transmission fluid in there, so it's not like it's gushing through there at full pressure. So you should have no problem. Hey, so now that this thing is ready to run, nothing left to do on it, I'm gonna roll it ahead, give myself some room up here so I can do some maybe do some paint work. Still says it's -8, whatever. Got to get done. So yeah, I'm gonna roll it ahead, cover it up. I'll cover up my table full of parts over there as well, and the hood. Make sure everything's covered nice, and then we'll get after the paint. So there we go. My buddy gave me this car cover. It is for a car, not for a truck, so it doesn't quite cover the whole thing. So, but I only use like 3 bed sheets instead of 20 like I usually have to. So I'm just going to cover the table and the hood and dig out the parts I want to paint and get after it. All right, so I never did warm up like I was supposed to again. So yeah, I don't think I'll be painting tailgate today. These are the 2 pieces for the headliner, the original ones. They're in pretty good shape. This one's already been primed, but there's a couple of rough spots here I want to clean up, and we'll reprime them. That one anyway. This one here hasn't been touched, so we'll clean up. All you see is this edge here. So we'll get that all cleaned up, and then I'll shoot it in primer. That way it's ready for paint tomorrow. I don't have to set up the fans and everything to do this little bit. I'll just keep the pressure low and take it easy. So yeah, I'll go ahead and clean that up now. that one. Alright, those are ready to prime. Okay, we'll give that one more coat after it sets up.
Okay, so that should do it. Notice these two pieces are very different. This one here is the middle one. The headliner comes in two panels. So one panel slides in this way, and the other one slides in underneath the other way. So all you see is this one little strip here. And then this one's at the back. These holes for countersinking screws into corresponding holes that are in the back of the cab, right at the rear of the headliner where it meets the sheet metal, just above the window. And yeah, I did have a brand new one of these. It was supposed to be a kit with both pieces, but only the back piece was there, and the holes were in different locations for whatever reason. So I went with the original one. Anyway, it is what it is. So at least now, once this sets up, like tomorrow, I can paint the color, the tan color. Then I can go ahead, paint the tailgate, and then clear all three pieces at the same time, and that'll be it for paint. So yeah, that'll be good. And tomorrow also we're firing up the engine, so lots going on tomorrow. Anyway, I think that's about all I'm going to have time for in this video.
So there you go. Tomorrow should be a pretty good day. I went in for supper, and the wife asked me, "Are you going to watch the soup bowl?" I said, "Well, what's it supposed to do?" She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, it's a soup bowl. What's it do? What do you mean watch it?" She said, "No, the Super Bowl." I said, "Oh, okay." Anyway, no, I canceled cable a couple years ago, and I checked out a couple of live streams just for the hell of it, and it's all jammed up, and it's either that or you're getting pop-ups, porn sites, and all this garbage, so it's not even worth the hassle. I might check out the score once in a while, but I'm, like most gearheads, I think, not really much into sports anymore. Maybe NASCAR, but I don't get that either, so. But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, like I say, tomorrow I'm going to be firing this thing up. That's going to be awesome. Hopefully we can get that tick out of the engine, and then we're good to go there. Once I get these pieces painted that I just primed and the tailgate, or painted I should say, once that sets up, I can go ahead and put my headliner in and my sun visors. Tailgate can go on. Then we're going to get this thing up in the air. We'll do the e-brake cable and wipers and a couple of trim pieces, mirrors. She's done, man. So we'll be done this week. Anyhow, if you like the content, please subscribe, tell your buddies, share it, and all that good stuff. Like the video, leave comments. All those things help the algorithm. And if you so choose to support the channel, you can just go just to the right of the share button below your screen, click on that menu, and go up to where it says thanks, and you can buy old Dan a coffee or a beer or whatever. And any support would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, if you're not doing anything else, get in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.